It's been a couple days since the Schlep vs Roblox drama started, but somehow Roblox is only getting worse. So in today's video, we'll cover how Roblox made an entire exposed video on vigilantes and Schlep, and highlighting how Roblox Youtuber KingJay, a man who had relations with a 17-year-old while he was 24, tried getting involved. I am not letting a predator misuse the situation to look better. Watch until the end. Alright y'all, so Roblox made a whole 50-minute video on their official channel right here. We're only gonna watch 4 minutes of it though, because that's when they really talk about the vigilante stuff, alright, at 12 minutes in. So, reaction video, reaction section at least, okay? This whole video is not a reaction. We obviously have a lot to cover, okay? A lot of updates. Let's get it.
Talking about vigilantism and how that's evolved some on Roblox over the last year or two. I want to start off by saying that both inside of Roblox, and I think that there are lots of people outside of Roblox who really have the best intentions and the welfare of our community at heart. We all want to keep Roblox safe.
He's yapping, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna speed this up.
Vigilante groups that started off.
Here we go. Now they're talking about the vigilante groups, all right?
And we have members of the community in these vigilante groups that started off in a really good place. They started off by saying like, hey, they're reporting on issues on Roblox. They're talking about how we could do better. And, you know, we paid really careful attention. We looked at what they were saying. We looked at what they were reporting. And all of that went into our moderation system so that we could go and identify bad actors on the platform and take them off, and bad content on the platform. But then we saw something change. What we saw is that some of these groups started engaging with the community in ways that violated our policies.
Now look, okay, the only logical explanation I can think of right now is Schlep tweeting at Roblox, criticizing them for certain flaws. As a product, a game that you want other people to enjoy, shouldn't other people be able to criticize that? But who knows, maybe they know something I don't. So let's hear this out. Let's hear this out, bro.
So let me explain like what that means. They would go and create accounts on Roblox claiming to be a child. And then
is that not the whole point of decoys? What? You just said, okay, I'm looking at Schlep, he's doing good, but something's changed. Bro, every single investigation requires a decoy in the first place. Like what? Most of them at least. Some of them are actual real situations where actual get. But shouldn't we be preventing that? It's so common, so like these prevention groups are doing a good thing for your platform. The fact that Schlep got 6 predators arrested, bro, those folks would have definitely kept going if it wasn't for Schlep's intervention. And they still can keep going. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because for the most part, they don't get banned from your platform. Jesus, man.
They would enter into game servers and they would go and start asking everybody around them, how old are you? And they were seeking out adults. If you said that you were 12 or you said you were 7, they would just move on. But if you said that you were 25, then they would start engaging in conversations, and they would try and use those conversations to simulate. Unlike other social media and communications platforms, we don't encrypt anything, and we have systems that are monitoring for this type of behavior. So we saw these actors, they're pretending to be kids, they're trying to find adults, and then what they're doing is they're trying to move the conversation as quickly as possible to other platforms that don't have the type of monitoring and policies that Roblox has.
Okay, so now I feel like, what? I'm trying to understand that statement. The fact that they're bringing these predators onto other platforms, that's a big safety risk. Roblox maybe consider the fact that they can get much more evidence off platform. They can genuinely see what timing the predator is on more clearly off platform. I mean, for God's sake, y'all have a whole filter system. I feel like right now they're trying to say that he's doing that with malicious intent, you know, directing the users off platform for an increased risk. You see red flags about this one guy, you know he's a creep. He's targeting kids in Roblox. Clearly he was so easily able to fall for one, he moved off platform for them. Yeah, we're mad at you because you called police first and not us. Roblox, is it really that big of a deal though? Like, bruh, I feel like at this point y'all just looking for excuses, you know, because y'all generally hate this dude. It's some secret animosity from y'all company, no accountability, so y'all just, you know, saying excuses. This seems like one big thing of them putting the finger, because let's be real, Roblox was not talking about their safety issues at first. It took so much backlash for that to happen.
And there's a bunch of issues in here. Number one, the violation of our policies about being honest about how old you are. Number two, moving conversation.
You're calling him a liar now. Oh my gosh. I don't even have to explain, bro. Like, it's just crazy, bro. This video, y'all shouldn't have uploaded this video, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have it on my screen right here, but they literally had a statement comparing decoys to predators because they impersonate. The decoys are not doing that to age play. There's a difference between age playing and decoying to catch predators. Age players find genuine satisfaction in what they do. They're the ones to the kids that they're impersonating. Decoys don't find satisfaction in that. The only satisfaction they get is knowing that this person, this messed up person who would have targeted other kids, they get satisfaction knowing that that messed up person is gonna get locked up. If you really have this much of a problem with decoys, then you're attacking law enforcement too. You're attacking Chris Hansen. You're attacking Gideon, Skeeter Gene. Everybody who catches predators, not just on Roblox. And that says a whole lot about what your company prioritizes. I just can't believe they're over here saying, you know, we care about child safety and, you know, these people may have the best interests at heart. But then you ban all of his accounts permanently and threaten legal action. Threatening to ruin his life. This is a big silencing attempt from $1 billion company, as I've said 1 billion times. This video was a waste of my time because this is the stupidest thing I've ever watched, dude. I expected better. I'm just really mad at Roblox, guys. I'm not gonna lie. You know, so that's why I'm making all these videos and just talking my shit, bro. Listen, I'll say this, okay? Roblox still has a chance to fix this because they didn't full on go lawsuit mode. What happened already will leave a permanent mark. There's no doubt about that. But Roblox, you can still fix this. I want to point out down here, people said, David, you make GTP seem human. CEO looks more AI than AI itself. The feedback in this video is horrible, bro. Roblox, the public is basically saying they got no vibes that you were being genuine in this video. But anyways, man, it's time to move on, man. Even public figures reacting to this video like Creecraft. He says, about halfway through this video, and this feels like the most scripted PR corporate response Roblox has issued in a while. I have to agree with that heavily. He also said, some good updates, genuinely, but holy Roblox is out of touch with their community. Facts. There's no community engagement. It's not about the community anymore, man. I've said this plenty times. The focus is gone. You know what I'm saying, bro? Creepcraft also says that they've made some good changes. They're actually starting to listen. I see it as a panic. They're panicking now, especially their PR team is going through it. Let's be completely honest, guys. They weren't making any good changes before this, before all the pushback. They were ready and thought they could full on slam Schlep. And it's like with certain things they said, they knew what would trigger Schlep. They knew what would trigger people. Now look, we got a little bit of good news, okay? Let's give Roblox some props, man. We didn't expect any good news at all. But then look at this. Creepcraft posts, this is a crazy hill to die on. Roblox bathroom games are games. Making them 17 plus doesn't solve the issue. 17-year-olds are still Roblox is still allowing kids to be in these games. Holy shit, just ban the damn games. Nobody wants games on the platform. This was in response to a post saying Roblox plans to restrict social hangouts that include private spaces such as bathrooms or bedrooms to ID verified 17 plus users. Why 17 plus? That still puts a 17-year-old at risk of. The only difference and the reason why people make it a big deal for them to make it 18 plus at least is because that's when it's legally okay. But Roblox, at this point, people have been talking about the issue with these type of games and online theaters for years. Take Green Lego Cats 1, 2, 3 for example, alright? 8 years ago, the truth about online dating on Roblox, 3 million views. So like Roblox, it seems like you're not even listening to your own community because your community wants these games gone. And it's like at this point you're blaming the people that play your game, that talk about these issues, instead of taking that feedback. It's been proven they don't take feedback well. Multiple times, okay? Literally a few years ago, I got a strike on one of my videos by Roblox Corporation themselves. It was a video regarding Roblox condos. They've done the same with other YouTubers. So do y'all see the pattern? False copyright strikes, legal action to those who are looking out for the platform's best interests, or what they say is their best interests. I also want to get into Chris Hansen. He publicly called Roblox out, okay? Let's check this out, bruh.
You may have heard that my streaming crime network, True Blue, and I are investigating the of children on the popular gaming platform Roblox. Well, it's absolutely true, and we're deep into it. I've already interviewed law enforcement investigators and of this horrible activity. And we have some collaborators, some people who've been working in this space, including Schlep, who have committed to help us in this endeavor. Will Roblox actually say anything about it? Will it make any changes? We're going to do our best to hold them accountable. Stay tuned. We're working hard on this project.
As I said, Roblox, it didn't have to go down this way, you know? And you still have a chance, but it's gonna leave permanent damage, okay? Y'all caused this to yourself, bro. And it's like, I can't keep stressing this enough, man. Literally, Alex Neutron, let's talk about him real quick. Roblox, he had a whole party system in his game, right? And what was talked about on YouTube? The fact that players were using those parties to facilitate whole rings, dungeons. It was crazy. And it took y'all months to take this game down. But what did y'all do? Y'all gave Alex Neutron a second chance. So how come with 2 predator catchers, y'all eviscerate them from the platform and take legal action against them? What the hell? Alex Neutron is a rich man from this game. Y'all got rich off this and there was no accountability behind none of it. Now look, in all of my previous videos, I brought up these petitions against Roblox. I can't stress enough the importance of power in numbers, okay? So before we talk about the predator, Roblox Youtuber KingJay, who tried getting involved, take a brief moment to hear what I have to say about these petitions. Anyways, a massive petition was also started on change.org calling for the removal of David Baszucki from his CEO position of Roblox. Currently, the petition petition has 44,000 signatures. Here's also what the petition reads. The issue. The children of Roblox are at stake of what the CEO is allowing. They are allowing to children. This needs to change. Children are at stake here. If this stays this way for much longer, children will continue to get and possibly put into ranks. If we can change this, we can help save children on Roblox. Roblox is supposed to be a safe and creative space for children, but under the leadership of CEO David Baszucki, that safety has been repeatedly compromised. Instead of prioritizing the protection of young users, Roblox Corporation continues to allow harmful and behavior to thrive on its platform, with little accountability or transparency. Children are being and exposed to dangerous content, all while the Roblox executive leadership turns a blind eye. If nothing changes, this pattern of negligence will continue, and more children will be hurt. This is not just about poor leadership. This is about child safety. The link to this petition will be in the description. They talking some real stuff, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Now you might think it ends there, but no. Schlep actually has so much support. The situation got so intense that Congressman Ro Khanna got involved. 14 hours ago, Schlep posted to his community tab saying Congressman Ro Khanna has created a petition asking for transparency regarding Roblox's safety issues. Please share this and sign this petition. On the website it says, add your name, stand with us to protect kids and save Roblox. Roblox is at a crossroads. We're not going to stand by while kids are online, and powerful tech companies can do more to stop it. Sign if you agree. We need Roblox to do more to protect children, provide more support to parents, and strengthen law enforcement protocols that help bring predators to justice, and give creators and developers a seat at the table. Facts, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? All these folks want to do, all these pred catchers want to do is connect the bridge with y'all Roblox, but y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to look all picture perfect, but no major platform in the world is gonna look perfect, bro. There's gonna be issues. Address it. Help us. We need you. Literally, we need you, bruh. We're not trying to work against you, Roblox. We need each other. You feel what I'm saying? Come on, what are y'all doing, bro? Now, originally, I was not gonna make a whole dedicated section to KingJay, but it has to be talked about. I am not going to let a predator ironically cover the situation. 2 days ago, Roblox Youtuber KingJay posted video on the Schlep getting banned situation since Roblox defending preds. To this very day, it pisses me off how this YouTuber and his fan base are just ignoring accountability for the situation. 1 day ago, KingJay posted a normal TSB video. He likes to talk about how, oh, I just don't want to talk about the drama no more, man. I'm not a drama person. I'm the more mature person because of that. I'm better because of that. It's not a mature action. It is simply an instance of him avoiding accountability. The fact that his dark secrets were exposed is making him too uncomfortable to continue talking about the situation. And like, speaking of his fan base, look at this comment, bruh. This person says, so explain why he never had a charged conversation with me. Now get this. That was in response to these. I said, Kim Yu isn't a decoy. She is a Kim Yu being Jen, by the way. Anyways, an actual of KJ's predatory behavior. Ain't no entrapment. KJ would start discussions at times himself. He wasn't pressured into saying anything. KJ is 24 years old. Even if begins conduct with him and pressured him, he needs to be the adult in that situation. There's no other excuse. So that comment from before literally said he didn't want to me, so why do you want to that other What kind of excuse is that? And y'all, am I bugging or not? Even if a grown-ass man was pressured by him, that man knows what type of trouble he could get in. That man knows right from wrong, but it was his choice to go ahead with that. There is no excuse for children. There's so many other examples of KJ's clan DLR doing nothing but deflecting, which you will see when we get into the topic of DLR's heinous crimes. But first, look, I know y'all may be looking at me crazy like, what are you talking about? We have no context about KJ, this predator. You're saying he's a predator. Here's what KJ did in detail. I'm about to get into this KJ and Jen topic. I don't get how the internet, oh my gosh, it pisses me off how the internet does not take this serious, bro. Let's start with how KJ literally acknowledged how young Jen is. In his first screenshot, she says, he said he was gonna wait till I was 17 to talk to me. KJ says, oh no. And then he's talking about her. In another one of these screenshots, she says, yeah, I know you don't eat a gang, so I just, yeah. He says, wait, you like me in that way? I thought you was talking about friends because you know I'm too grown. But then here's a screenshot that KJ DM'd me of some he DM'd Love. Because at this time, Love was really on KJ's neck. She was saying, oh, it's over for you. KJ says, it's so over because I jokingly messaged her and she acknowledged it firsthand while I rejected her knowing she's This is what KJ first said. But now he's over here talking about some, oh, she ain't show ID. She's lying, guys. She's lying. You know the screenshot where she misclicked and said she was 18? KJ likes to use this as such a defense point. But let's say with KJ's logic, she's actually 18. That's like a predator staring down Chris Hansen and saying, I knew she was a decoy. I knew this was a setup. I just wanted to find out for myself. Those are simply excuses. Look at the screenshot where he's talking about seeing Jen go on cam so he can see her and then saying, then you can play with your. If you don't believe these screenshots, literally listen to KJ talk about this.
She keeps talking about her over and over again, talking about how can she play with her. I lied to this girl over and over in every single message that I sent, screenshotting it.
Now, since y'all don't think this is serious, let's go over the laws KJ broke. Federally, he broke coercion and enticement. That could get KJ 10 years to life. Since he's in the DMV in Maryland, solicitation of a felony which could land you 10 years in prison. Since he's also said he lives in DC, over there, electronic solicitation of is a Class C felony. I'ma say it again. He claims Jen lied about her age when he said he originally knew she was which is why he originally rejected her. He said, I'm too grown for you. His first ever new excuse, which was to me, was that her best friend confirmed she was 18. But why are we believing the best friend and not the source herself? Jen told you what's up and you acknowledged it, KJ. He's simply saying anything he can pull out his ass because he's more under pressure right now. He cannot handle accountability for his actions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the heinous acts of DLR.
Outside by my dolly waiting for Epic. Bloodline 173, 106. As I can see over there. I'm outside by myself, nobody near me. This is the address, is me being by it. Take notes, nigga.
Guys, I'm outside on the block. Is demonic ducking? We'll be covering the crimes of swatting, doxing, and distribution of CP. ILY Skid is a YouTuber with 544 subscribers who closely associates with KingJay. Here's his channel right here. He's a self-proclaimed internet anthologist. This next channel is a previous channel he owned, which he gifted to Scars, a DLR member. ZD Ghost, 12,000 subscribers. And boy oh boy, later in this video, y'all gonna see about Scars, man. But look, my friend 5CLE brought something to my attention about Skid. Here's his channel, by the way. Show some love, man. Get him to 15K subscribers. But now look, Skid was causing an issue in 5CLE's Discord server. 5CLE DM'd me saying this. He's threatening with swatting and doxing, and he making shit up, saying Emperor 3CLE said he would dox him first. Didn't see it in the chat nor VC. Hella weird, not gonna lie. Now here's a screenshot that 5CLE attached to that message. 12:05 PM. First, Skid says, okay, I'm gonna have my friend who's dox you. I got something for you. 3CLE responds with question mark. Skid says, since you wanna and say you gon' dox me in VC. Skid says you're getting doxed, skipping over this message and swatted. Now granted, he said he'd get somebody younger as he is an adult. Here he tells me that he just turned 18. But look, he likely said that just so it wouldn't look weird. In reality, you are still a grown-ass man getting another to do your dirty work. Skid currently claims he has beef with DLR, but both Skid and his little brother Mama Nas used to have close ties with them. They teamed up to try to expose my friend Sorrow. In KJ's video titled Exposing and Investigating Chronically Online Snakes Who Live on Discord, Mama Nas testified that Sorrow tried to dox him when he was 13, but it's quite hypocritical when Mama Nas and Skid do the same thing. So why are you like testifying? I don't know. Honestly, the whole point of this whole DLR section is to highlight how hypocritical it is for KJ to say I'm guilty by association when his whole clan has done KJ doing the worst. Anyways, Skid was prominent in swatting and doxing other people at this time. In the screenshot I ask, didn't you dox and swat multiple people? He says, hell yeah, who are 18 plus, basically saying he only does that to adults. Now look, despite him saying he only targets adults, he was willing to dox of KJ's predatory behavior, Jen. She is still a to this day. I ask, why didn't KJ intervene whenever you threatened to dox Jen in that group chat when y'all was pressing her? He says, I was never there when KJ was pressing her. I say the lies is crazy. He says, I DM'd her about why she was spreading false allegations on Jay. He then says crazy because you can go to every clip and find me nowhere in the GC. She was trying to dox KJ, so I helped KJ and was gonna do it to Jen. But I say, why didn't KJ intervene with that? A minute later, I say, why didn't he intervene when you went to help him and was about to dox Jen? Skid says, he told me Jen was gonna dox him, and then I wanted to help out Jay by doing it to her, but I didn't want to do it anymore because I didn't know if it was clear she was 18, basically saying he didn't know her age. If you're not taking this serious right now, here's how legally liable Skid is. In this screenshot, he mentions that he moves from California to Washington. Same for Mama Nas. Under California Penal Code 148.3 PC, it is a crime to knowingly make or cause a false report of an emergency to any government agency. knowing the report is false, which can trigger a response from emergency vehicles, an Amber Alert, or an evacuation. A conviction is typically a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in county jail and a fine of up to $1,000. But if the false report is known or should be known to likely cause death or great bodily injury, it becomes a felony punishable by up to 3 years in state prison and a fine up to $10,000. Under Washington state law, it makes it a crime to knowingly initiate or circulate a false report or warning of an emergency, such as a fire, explosion, crime, or catastrophe. If the report is likely to cause evacuation, public inconvenience, or alarm, the penalties for false reporting can range from a gross misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a $5,000 fine, or to a Class B felony punishable by up to 10 years in state prison and a $20,000 fine, depending on whether the false report resulted in injury or death. It is a federal crime to knowingly and willingly convey false or misleading information about a major crisis, such as a threat or attack, with the intent to cause panic or waste emergency resources. Penalties include up to 5 years in prison for general, however you pronounce that word, up to 20 years if serious bodily injury results, and life imprisonment if death occurs, along with fines of up to $250,000 and mandatory reimbursement for emergency response expenses. Now here's a DLR member committing similar offenses that we've already exposed Skid for. In this screenshot, someone named Zusky says, swatting, and then there's no other context, I can't see the rest of the message. But then Scars says, and I will dox you right now. Zusky says, now I see why Morgan broke up with you. Probably his e-girl or something. Scars says, what you gonna do? Another they threatened to dox. That shows y'all, their behavior is so reckless and dangerous to the public. Now let's talk about Mama Nas. He is a YouTuber with 15,000 subscribers. Notice how he completely rebranded to avoid accountability, because he leaked the CP of a 15-year-old named Ghosty. He confessed about this on multiple different occasions. In this screenshot, I say he's acting dumb sorrow, LOL, because he was trying to deflect from my question about the whole CP incident. Down below, he finally explains. He says, when I leaked to Ghosty, that was when I just turned 14, and at that time, I didn't know what CP meant, and she's older than me. I thought me leaking anyone older than me means it's okay. Now I know it's wrong. So, you testify against somebody for doxing, but you did something far worse to another. Mama Nas being 14 does not excuse his actions either. I didn't know better. That does not cut it. There's gonna be people who cut slack for you because of your age, but I'm not cutting no slack for Mama Nas because he is not taking accountability for what he did. He is excusing it, and that makes him all the more fishy. I say this because Mama Nas has been lying about the incident on multiple occasions as well. California law prohibits the possession, production, and distribution of CP, defining it as any image or data depicting a person under 18 engaging in conduct, with penalties ranging from misdemeanor charges up to 1 year in jail and $1,000 fine to felony charges up to 6 years in prison and $50,000 fine, depending on the severity and circumstances of the offense. Under Washington law, RCW 9.68a also imposes severe penalties for dealing in, sending, or possessing depictions of engaged in conduct, with penalties ranging from gross misdemeanors to Class B felonies depending on a specific offense and the age of the depicted. Federal law prohibits the possession, production, distribution, and transportation of CP, defining it as any visual depiction of conduct involving a under 18 years old. Penalties vary significantly, with first-time possessions carrying a maximum 10-year sentence, while subsequent offenses or possession involving under 12 can result in a minimum 10-year sentence, and production carries a minimum 15-year sentence. With everything we've talked about, DLR still defends all of these actions that I'm talking about right now to y'all. In this screenshot, a DLR member, DMV Skull, says, if we find somebody in server holding any form of CP, they getting server punching bag. Basically meaning the whole server bullies them. I say, did y'all give belt to Mama Nas? My friend Alex says, what happened to sending them to the cops? Is that ruled out? Speaking of this, hold up, I got something for y'all in just a second, man. Entity aka Sorrow says, what about PDF Elia? DMV Skull says, isn't Mama Nas a another example of them excusing serious crimes? These aren't simple mistakes. What these folks did is criminal. It's messed up. It's evil. And the fact that they lack accountability for something like that makes it all the more worse. Speaking of what Alex said, we were in contact with law enforcement agencies like the DC police regarding KJ. When KJ originally heard about this, he called me a rat in a YouTube video. Does it make sense to y'all to call somebody a rat when you're trying to clear your name from PDF allegations? Which, by the way, are not allegations. It's literally true what KJ did, as we've seen in this video. But how does that make sense to just do that, bruh? What? calling me a rat. KJ's mentality is very, very odd. Usually somebody is called a rat in gang culture if they get a rival locked up despite the fact that they're doing the same crimes as the rival, or if they talk about confidential gang stuff to police to reduce big time sentences for certain crimes. This isn't about the streets, KJ. This is about crimes committed against. Now look, they either have a billion excuses or just flat out lie, and I'm talking about DLR as a whole. Look at this screenshot, okay? I'm not even gonna read all of this because this person is just talking to talk, okay? But this DLR member accused me of asking for a CP video. It's like, where do these claims come from? It's outrageous. Here's a clip of unknown flat out lying about some CP, which wasn't related to the Mamanat situation, by the way. It was related to something else.
He was 15 in that picture. The pic.
No, that's not CP. Will said that.
What?
Will said that today.
What? Nah, bro.
Here's something they all love to do as well. Deflection. They love to point the finger instead of just taking accountability. Here's a quick example I have. Nothing bad in this screenshot, but it's just to prove my point of them deflecting. Look at this screenshot of Skid dodging my question. That last thing I said, I was being for real when I said that. Because in my experience with DLR, that is all they do. Dodge questions. Deflect, switch the topic, or another manipulation tactic, silence. When they know they're being proven wrong, they give the silent treatment and hope everybody forgets about it. KJ even does it himself. I mean, it makes sense. He's the DLR leader. Of course, everyone else is gonna follow in his footsteps. Every time he talks about the situation, it's always exposing this, exposing that, or him quote unquote debunking something, which all his debunk videos were terrible. Here's two of his videos. One of them saying ending and exposing all of these online Discord snakes. We're snakes because we're calling you out for. That's crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. But the next one saying exposing and eviscerating chronically online snakes who live yada yada yada. You get the gist. Next one, exposing and ending big YouTuber Epic M1 for guilty by association. Proof I was set up and exposing attention seeking. Yada yada yada. You get it. Exposing and debunking the defamation document on my. Oh, this one? This was most definitely the worst one of all his videos. It was literally him just looking over evidence and being like, yeah, fub, fake. Oh, this one? Oh, you know, I was just joking, you know? Even though I told a 17-year-old girl to, you know, get on camera and show her. I didn't want to see it for real. Like, come on, disgusting, guys. So why ask it in the first place? And why say all that other You did it to yourself. Nobody else did anything to you, KJ. You did what you did to yourself and to Jen. Now look, I already debunked all of these, so go check out my response video after you're done watching this video. I had posted this video literally the same day he posted his quote-unquote exposed video about me. But anyways, look, we can now agree that DLR as a collective has done so many immoral things, even for the quote-unquote innocent ones who don't have swatting, doxing, or CP attached to their names. They still gaslit the situation so many times and deflected to cover up KJ's predatory behavior. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where a person or group makes someone question their reality, memory, or sanity, often by denying facts, events, or feelings. This tactic can be used to gain power and control, leading the victim to doubt their own perceptions and experiences. Deflecting is a manipulative tactic where an individual avoids taking responsibility for their actions by shifting blame onto others, often by pointing out the other person's past mistakes or perceived faults. This behavior, such as saying, "You made me act this way," is a form of deflection that undermines accountability and prevents the resolution of the original issue. Notice how, in KJ's videos, he tries to paint himself out as the He tries to say, oh, I've been living my life and these people, they're on my meat, you know? They don't want to leave me alone, these drones, you know? I'm really going through it, guys. You know, they're holding me accountable and I just can't take it, you know? At this point, hey, listen, guys, Epic M1, he's a bad guy. That's what KJ's doing. Pointing the finger. KingJay literally said that me and my friend 5C Elite clapped for CP in his exposed video. That shows y'all. He is really willing to make reckless ass statements like that to defend his predatory actions. His reckless behavior has not only impacted me, but so many other people. So I'm gonna let you guys hear what they have to say as well. Alright chat, we're recording 5C Elite's testimony, so go ahead, talk about it.
Yeah, so pretty much KJ was saying whenever we were in the VC with this kid, he was saying that we were clapping for CP whenever he showed a video of this, clearly trolling, saying that he loved CP. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, you know what I'm saying? He tried saying that we were clapping over CP because we were clapping in the call with Diz. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
how do you just claim that? Well, we're not going CP! We're not doing that, bro.
I swear to God, like, nobody did that. We weren't clapping for CP. That's out of context.
As a person, bro, I like to help people a lot because, like, I stand for justice or whatever. It's like I went in my own investigation myself. And yeah, I did say that he was innocent at one point, but that's because I didn't know the full story. So then when I found out that like Kim was like 17, that's when I like realized like this natural. And he started complaining about it. He didn't like me knowing the truth. Simple as. Now he's gonna try to talk on my name. And he won't answer my DMs. Cause
he brought up Alex's girl, y'all. Think about that. Like, bro. Alright, I'm recording again. Now we're getting Sorrow's testimony.
Alright, so it's me, Sorrow, aka N-City, the guy. He's been dragging my name all across. So this never started because he quote-unquote exposed us for being love on an alt account and all that catfish shit. We debunked it. Epic has seen it. Everybody has seen it. There's all of shit been debunked many times. He's only using that to make us look bad. That's what he's doing. He's gonna be like, oh, I'm a bad person, but these people are so bad. So hate on them, don't hate on us. Everything that he is talking about, nostalgic, me, I don't know about this or nostalgic, but me, I have debunked it, everything. That's why I'm here. And Epic would not let me in if I was on some weird shit, but I had cleared my name. That's what it is. He just want to make a fake shit on people, saying, oh, I'm on a 13-year-old, oh, I want to see my friend shake. It was a joke. You don't make jokes with your friends because you got no friends. You got fighters. That's the difference. You have no real friends. So that's only it, bro. There's no alt account. There's no catfish shit. Everything was debunked. Go watch the videos, bro. Yeah, that's really it about me, though.
Straight up. And there's a difference between suspects with the homies and what you did. Literally having a charged conversation with a and you are 24 years old, KJ.
Exactly.
You are 24 years old. Entity is 16.
Situation.
Yeah, Entity is like 18 or 19.
19. And he trying to compare my situation with the like the difference is you was actually trying to fuck on them while I made a one-time joke and moved on with it. That's what's simple. That's
Literally.
the difference.
Literally. Yeah, bathroom RP. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Right. Bathroom RP, okay.
Wanna go to the office with me? Like, why is that the thumbnail, bro? Why?
Exactly, bro.
And the person says, yes, okay. Hey, but they spreading the word already. Free Schlep. Oh, wrong copy and paste. Hold up.
Bro, I can't even find you.
Yeah, I don't have PC either.
Hey, you, come over here.
Rooftop.
Oh, what? The rooftop.
Hold on, let's go down floors. Let's go down the floors. Bathroom. Yo, they really got matching outfits in this, bro.
Hell nah, fam.
What the
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, put that on the
Asian
sign.
players. We might have made an impact already, bro.
Yeah.
Where are you, Epic?
Damn, I can't even fit through the door. Damn, we're going all the way downstairs. All the way downstairs.
Showers?
What?
Oh, no,
Kicked by experience or its moderators. Let me see if it's. I got banned. Warning. Yep. Warning for saying free Schlep.
Bro.
Roblox does not permit spamming in the form of clickbait or repetitive clickbait. What?
Clickbait. Oh my days. They know they on their ass already.
What? How do you clickbait on Roblox? The hell?
I don't know. They're just making it up worse.
They say Roblox is a dirty company who don't care about the safety of children. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm coming right back and I'm spamming the same thing. The hell? Do some Roblox. Do some. Do some. The hell wrong with y'all? Look, I can't even put it on the sign no more. I can't even put it on the sign no more. That's crazy.
I did. What?
They gotta free me too, bro. What do I do?
They gotta free me.
They gotta free me and Prince, bro. How about that? That's tough,
bro. I put free
6 months ban for BS, bro.
Yeah, Carl's got a 6-month ban for literally no reason.
I just got kicked.
Nice one.
Let me know, TJ. What is it?
I got a warning. I don't give.
Yep, we coming
Yo,
right back in
they
this
really
game.
raided everything, bro. Yo, this might be the next junk bot raid, bro.
Yes, I like this though. This is actually a valid raid. Why is my webcam lagging?
So we can take the company and save.
David, yeah, cracker, he a pedo defender. In fact, he looked like Epstein's cousin with his chubby ass fake smile. And those
some of that go to hell, David. That's crazy.
Damn, yeah, the hatred is real.
F David free Schlep. Oh yeah, that's peak right there.
That's what I put on my sign.
Is that rap?
Free Schlep. Yeah.
Oh, that is rap. Yeah, I have that personality.
I can't see it now.
Hey, they filtered the bazooka.
Text chat suspended for 6 more minutes.
No,
I got 20 minutes.
take your
Text
place,
chat
man.
suspended. I haven't gotten a single warning yet, though.
I say bring up newbie back.
Keep Schlep banned. He's a vigilante. I don't care. There was someone saying that they should be banned.
Where's Leno at? Where's Leno at? Where's Leno at?
Look.
Newbie.
Bro, they like a Twitter user
Yeah, they definitely.
That's a Twitter.
Most definitely.
I can't lie. All the on Twitter are delusional.
He doesn't report it to Roblox channels. Like, shut the f up, nerd.
Like he's a vigilante. That's illegal. Shut up, bro. You use Twitter.
Oh my god.
010 rage bait. Schlep 1. There we go.
Yo, you know Roblox is never gonna ban this Leno dude ever.
Yeah, they're never going to do that.
I got chat suspended for 5 minutes.
Crazy.
This Leno Zovos, dude, however you say his name, bro. Dude, I bet you was gonna report all of us single-handedly, get us all banned from Roblox.
CEO of Roblox, listening in the right. GWI, I'm gonna kick you, chill. Oh nah. What he's talking about, CEO. Oh no! We on that. User, bro. Yo, make a group chat.
Yo, what is
better
this?
not, Doc. I don't care. Now
I'm gonna add him.
I already added him. We ended up in my Discord stage. Join my Discord right now. You can participate in these videos, you know what I'm saying? Because stuff like this happens a lot. But anyways, let's hear this guy's argument out.
They're arresting all these people that are probably better now, you know? And it's like...
They went to meet the kid, that the person that they presumed to be a kid. How are they better now? How are they better now if they went to meet someone they presumed to be a kid? That's how they got in that situation. What is your what?
And it's like filled with them lying, saying, "Oh no, we're not gonna get the cops involved," and they do.
They got law enforcement involved all the time. I don't know where you're getting these points from.
They're arresting all these people. They're arresting all these poor people. You know.
They're bad because they're getting them arrested. Is that why they're getting them locked up? Is that why they're bad?
Well, I mean.
Why are fake catches not in your opinion?
Yeah.
You think that? Bro, what are they gonna do?
See, the nigga's in hush more. He doesn't know why.
What do you want me to explain?
Okay, I said, see why? Okay, wait. I said to you, why are prey catchers bad to you in your opinion? Like, why are they bad?
Why are they bad? Or why are they not bad? What do you mean?
Why are they bad? I'm saying it. In your opinion, why are they bad?
Did I say they were bad? Yeah, okay. No, I mean, okay. You want me to answer truthfully? Okay. I don't know how it's in common sense. They're arresting all these innocent people, right? That got fed up.
Let him talk. Yo, let him talk.
Let me talk, bro. Let me talk, you stupid. Yeah.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Let him finish, guys. Let him finish.
Let me finish, bro. They're arresting all these innocent people that got fed up. Okay? All for content.
Okay, wait, let know. Can I ask you something fake? How did they get set up if they did it on their own will?
Well, because they lie about the pages and shit like that, you know? Nah, bro, they be getting set up, bro.
Okay, Leno, you do understand that if it was an actual 15-year-old behind that phone, then and like actually happened.
Well, yeah. Thing is,
what?
They did it. You know, they chose to like. I'm not supporting it, but like.
A kid can't consent to with an adult, by the way.
Yeah, you're absolutely. Nah, bro, you're absolutely right.
So what you basically just said, all right, we let you speak. What you just said is that people that are innocent are getting arrested, right? Because of the pred. So what you're basically telling us, all of us, is that the pred catchers are just snitching on random innocent people that haven't done anything.
I hope they all get banned, bro. I hope JDion gets banned.
They haven't did anything wrong.
Okay, let Trojans talk. Let you talk. Let Trojans talk, bro.
Okay, so that's basically what you're telling us. And by telling us that, you know how the predators got in the situation in the first place, right? Because if they just weren't interacting with, kids, if they didn't have an attraction towards, which by the way is illegal and not allowed, and also is just morally wrong.
Well, okay, you know what? You know what's a crazy thing to say? Can't you put the same argument with someone that's like, that likes the same gender?
What? Bro, what?
This has
nothing to do. Hold on.
Yo. No. But hear me out.
They can't control who they like.
So, like what?
No, let him talk. Let him talk.
Gay people always say that they don't have a choice to to choose which gender they like.
Okay, but for the most part, they're adults. Okay, we're talking about kids in this context.
No,
Gay
bro.
Gay people are not in the same category as kids.
Yeah.
That's like a whole entire different thing, you know?
Bro, what does that have to do with anything, bro? Gay people.
You're bringing it up.
Bro,
That's my question to you.
Yo, I'm telling you, the more he talks to me, the more he makes himself look dumb.
But you think predator catchers like JDion should be arrested, right?
Fuck, yo, definitely, bro. JDM, he's vigilant, you know. You go to all these police stations causing chaos.
What charge? What charge should be put on JDion?
Lino, what charge should JDion be charged with?
For
what crime did he
convicting someone?
Falsely convicting someone isn't even a crime.
What the fuck?
Yo, what do you?
Let me put you to a hypothetical, okay? Are you fine with that?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Lino, let's say in a few years or a couple of years from now, you're a father, right? And matter of fact, let's say 10 years from now, okay? You have a little teen, okay? And one day, you use her phone and you see some text messages with her and her teacher. So you decide you're gonna keep that phone and you're gonna act like her, continue to see what type of up that teacher says, okay? Now, when you meet up with that teacher, are you in the wrong because you lied, basically acting like he was your daughter?
Well, you know what? I would probably side with the teacher and punish the daughter.
Huh?
So they shouldn't be.
Huh?
The daughter has to learn to not talk to people like that.
Are you serious?
And to block them immediately.
Bro, what happened?
Over 18. Over 18 probably has an education and stuff, man.
Her teacher, by the way. A person in power in her life. That's what I'm talking about.
Then you gotta learn to report family.
Okay, put it like this. How about this? How about you have a little sister, okay? She playing Roblox, okay? And she meets this she meets this guy that's acting like a, probably to say 13-year-old girl. And they both get along and they meet up on, in real life, you know?
I don't know. Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
They can just be having fun, you know? They can hang out.
Okay.
Yo,
did you just say that?
You have to get eviscerated. You have to get boom. Oh my gosh.
David had to AI generate you.
The character has to take you, nigga, and just...
Now listen, this is gonna be the last video covering the Schlep Drama and KingJay in general. But if I have to continue holding him accountable, I will, because nobody else is doing it. So it's up to us, man. And you can help spread the word by liking this video, sharing it around, leave a comment to show YouTube that you're further engaged. Just by you watching till this very moment of the video, YouTube seen that and it was like, yo, this person's engaged. Let's push this video out to more people, bruh. So I genuinely have to thank you for that. You know, I say it in every single video and I genuinely do mean it. Real talk. I love y'all to death, man, for real. But anyways, for clarification as this video ends, the following video is intended for educational purposes only. It is to inform, analyze, and document events based on publicly available information. We do not condone threats, harassment, or defamation. Viewer discretion is advised. All subjects are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Thank you for watching this video, man. As I said, like, share, comment, join the Discord right now, link in the description. Subscribe right now, we're on the road to 200K. Hit the bell so you don't miss a future video. Hashtag free Schlep in the comments right now, bruh. Thank you for sticking around, and with all that being said, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.